Hello and welcome to episode 32 of Series 1 of Master League Story Mode. I hope you've had a good weekend. What a season we've been having so far with joint top of the league, Obiulari top of the goal rankings, and Tim Sherwood is having such a great time. He's decided to resurrect his #1 smash hit from his time at Tottenham.
Choose 59%.
No one's ever done that previously, and
59%.
win ratio in the games is second to none.
59%.
I'm happy with the performance what I've made, and the boys done brilliant.
59%.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like hearing that? And we've got a big episode today. We've got a game against Man United. We triumphed over Chelsea in the last game, which was an unbelievable result. Also, I realised we haven't looked at the player training yet. We've got some new players in. We need to make sure that we are getting the best out of their development, especially with all the exciting young players we've got. Amon Traore, not an exciting young player. But I think we'll keep him balanced because we need him to continue improving his passing, but we don't want his defensive or athletic stats to get any worse. Adama Traore is an interesting one. We could max out his finishing here. Just try and turn him into a pure goal scorer. It's almost like his passing is so bad, I can't imagine that getting any better. Not getting to a good level anyway. So we'll keep that as shooting. He is basically a cut back in and shoot merchant. Doughty. Now, he's got some really interesting stats. Again, he's the sort of player that we could really try and improve his strength and his defensive side. Or, you know, he's a good finisher. So I think we'll keep him balanced as well. Nathan Redmond, this is interesting. I think we've got to improve the passing here. He's not far off being a really, really good little passer of the ball. And he's already very quick. His attacking prowess is good. And actually his finishing is coming on. So we'll go with passing there. Emi Buendia. I think we'll go balanced as well. Because he's already a very balanced player. He's got good stats all around. We'll make sure that Zarate doesn't lose any pace in his old age. I think that just about covers it. Massive game for us today. We're on a 4-match winning streak, as Adama Traore has said there. Let's take a look at the team for today. Okay, everyone looking good except for Ulari on a blue, but I'm tempted to start him anyway. I really want to start playing Oxford a bit more. I don't know who to bring him in for. I maybe need to look at the development curves of Duffy and Hanley and see which one is likely to improve or not, because Oxford has got so much potential. He's so young. But anyway, let's look at the team. Redmond's on the yellow. Nathan Redmond just about signed for Southampton the last couple of days. Apparently 11 million. Wow, we really got a good price for him there at just over 7. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he develops at Southampton. He was never going to stay at Norwich really, so it's good for him. Anyway, so I think we can leave the team as it is. Quick look at Man United. They're playing a very strange looking player on the left, Bahuo Guo. It's weird, these teams. Look who they've not even got in the starting squad. Depay, Rooney, Fellaini, Herrera. All outside of the starting squad. It's just weird. It's one of the things that annoys me a little bit. But they've still got a lot of quality. They've got Juan Mata. And only a 75 overall rated Martial up front. They seem to have rebought Tevez as well, which is an interesting development. So we're back at Ewood Park. Absolutely pumped up this sellout crowd after the win against Chelsea. No one could have predicted this 4-win start to the season for Blackburn Rovers. They've been off to an absolute flyer under Tim Sherwood in the Premier League. So here we go, we're off. Can we replicate the incredible game we had against Chelsea? It wasn't easy by any means. Doughty, great ball, slipped through to Traore. He's in so much space. His ball is long into Traore. Oh, off the bar. Oh, he couldn't keep it in. What a start here. It's just too easy. Traore headed that. Looked like almost the back of his neck. Powered it off the bar, straight up in the air. He couldn't keep it in. It's an encouraging start there for Blackburn. It's just gung-ho. That's how we play at home. Tyder wins the ball into Adama Traore. It's got Jones for pace. Oh, his cutback beats 2 of them. Long into Bakali. Oh, Duffy in a foot race with Martial. Can he keep his body ahead? Yes, he can. Oh, Tyder taken out by Schneiderlin. And that's a good ball through to Martial. But Duffy aware again. Really quickly over there. Oh, but that's a poor ball. Martial's in space. Oh, he's Flashes it wide with the left. Doughty into Bakali. He turns Varela. He's got so much pace. Ball in towards Doughty. He keeps it in. Good play from Tyder. Oh, that's an interesting ball from Traore, but Henley takes it on the run. Ball in towards Doughty. Out as far as Tyder. He dummies it into Henley. There's no one in there. Doughty makes a late run, but De Gea equal to the looping header. It's always going to be hard to beat him from that distance. Another long ball into Valencia. Hanley gets there just about instead ahead of him. This is dangerous here. United got time to get their head up. Knocked down into Martial. Oh, it's a great finish from Anthony Martial. Just outside the box. He took it down. We gave United a bit too much space. The clearance from Steele was straight in to Carrick, into Schneiderlin, who had too much time to look up. Picked the ball in, and that's an easy header in. Hanley maybe overcommitted there, but that's a great finish on the left foot. Jason's still beaten. Traore given a bit of space here. Oh, he couldn't get away from him. Redmond's won it back. Ball into Martial again up against Duffy. This time he's got the better of the Irishman. Into Valencia. Oh, that would have been an unfortunate header to lose out to. Traore against Martial. He does well. Oh, Redmond just has it nicked off his feet. Oh, Mata. Well played there to get that out. Tyder sees Traore in space instantly. He's got Bakali coming in. Can he get the ball inside? He can't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Redmond into Tyder. Gets it back from Tyder, but Blin's in there really strongly to win it back. Oh, Ulari just knocked off it by Phil Jones. He's not at the races today, Obi Ulari. He's scored in almost all of our games so far. Juan Mata, great ball into Valencia. Oh, and that's a really poor shot come cross from Valencia. I'm not even sure what that was. Really tricky start to the game here for Blackburn. Let's take a look at the stats. This will be interesting for me. We've had the possession. Man United have had one shot on target from which they scored. We've had 66% of possession. We've not been able to break down what has been a very, very solid back line. So we're going to need a big performance in this second half. Ulari has been ineffective. I think Redmond's actually been quite bright. Doughty as well has had moments of brilliance. Good play by Tyder. It's fallen to Martial. Oh. Traore, that's a nice pass into Redmond. The ball's on. Oh, is he offside? He is. No! That ball from Redmond was meant to go straight through. First time to Traore. He was in tons of space. Went into Ulari, tried to help it on, but he was offside. Here comes the storming Algerian Tyder. He's taking it down the line really nicely here. Still away from three. Oh, it took three men to take him out. It's fallen to Traore. And that's a horrible, horrible foul. Ref says play on. Oh, what a ball back into Ulari. Oh, he's hit it. Maybe from that angle he would better have looked for another player. Tyder does well to keep it in. Early ball in. Defensive mix up there from Rojo. De Gea and Rojo somehow able to get the ball out between them. Traore's got the speed to get away from him. Oh, Bakali misses it. Traore hits it. Oh, he's off the player. Oh no, Traore out of position. Great tackle by Hanley. That's beautiful stuff. Bakali into Ulari. Oh, De Gea just able to get that. Ulari's finish straight into the Spanish keeper. Blackburn need to regroup here. It's all got a little bit frantic. Here's Henley into Traore. Henley continues his run. That's a great overlapping run from Henley. Can he get away from Phil Jones? Gets the ball in. Oh, straight into De Gea. Three very late substitutions here from Tim Sherwood, bringing on Buendia and Zarate. We've not really even had a chance to make these subs so far. Here's Henley. Can he get there? Ah, that's a really poor pass. This could be game over here for Blackburn. Their first loss of the season. Ball over from Duffy's really nice. It finds Traore on the run. Cuts back in. Overlapping run from Henley. Gets the ball in there. Lowe's in there. Oh, doesn't fall to anyone in a blue and white shirt. That's a foul from Emi Buendia. His first touch of the game. Looks like it could be game over here. Maybe got time for one more attack if we can win the ball back. Tevez gets away from Henley. Doughty wins it back. And that's game over. Ah, what a disappointing match there for Tim Sherwood. Their incredible start to the season comes to an end with a disappointing loss, really. That was really a shame to lose it there. 61% possession. Only one shot allowed to Man United and it went in. Can't believe it. A few disappointing performances, to be honest. Bakali was completely anonymous, as was Ulari. Traore made a few mistakes. Not good enough. What a shame. Into third. We've got to remember this is a marathon, not a sprint. And to have 12 points already as a newly promoted team, still not bad after 5 games. Anyway, let's have a look at our monthly stats. Bakali and Ulari, great start by the two Belgians. Redmond coming in straight away with 2 goals. Ulari getting assists as well. He's been great. 6.5 overall rating is decent. The Giza press even more in action than it ever has been. Redmond doing well. He's up there in terms of passing and dribbling. Bakali, good stats on the shot. I mean, as is normally the case with Zakaria. He doesn't take shots unless he's in a very good position to do so. Shane Duffy, really massive in terms of tackles. 17 tackles. And Ulari, unsurprisingly, dominant in the air. Obi Ulari sneaking into the team of the month. Great start for the youngster. A lot of pressure on him this season and he's so far lived up to it. Right, we need to crack on here. I'm not messing around. We're going straight into this Southampton game. We need to get back on the pony. Well, Hanley is out, which is good. We wanted to bring in Oxford. That's fine. We could play Emmy in midfield, or we could play Lowe over Tider. I mean, Lowe would make sense. I'll bring Lowe in. And actually, I'm going to play Redmond out on the right. And I'm going to bring in Emmy into the middle because I like him a lot. Redmond's first opportunity out on the right. I think he'd be good there. He's a good crosser of the ball. If he can whip some balls into Ulari. Up against a strong Southampton side, Graziano Pella is always dangerous. And they've got the inexplicably 80 overall rated Gaston Ramirez, who I'm not even sure if he's there anymore. Hugely rated youngster who's not fulfilled that, but the stats haven't quite caught up with him yet. Sure they will in the next PES, but in this one he's a dangerous player. So, little trip down to the south coast for Blackburn. This is our first away game in a while. Coming off the back of the disappointing loss against Man United at home. Jason Lowe in the squad for a change with Tider on the bench. Got Redmond playing out on the right. And Emi Buendia, fan favourite, playing in the centre. So what a disappointment that last game was. It was a real shame. I don't think we deserved to win. Stats-wise, we were on top. We had all the possession. We had more shots. Couldn't beat David De Gea. We didn't have any real chances. So we need to come back strongly in this game. Oh, Steve McQueen picks that back off Henley. Whoa, how did he keep that in? Taiwo into Wanyama. Oh, Duffy wins it back. And then Lowe can launch the counter-attack here. He looks over the top for Ulari. It should be a good battle against Van Dijk, who is also very strong. He just about keeps it in. Could be an interesting clash between those two. Here's Buendia. This is our first chance to look at the young Argentinian. He's been rated so highly by the Blackburn fans. This is great pace. Checks back in inside. Lowe finds him again. He hits it with the left. He was falling there. Maybe a little slip. That's a really dynamic start for Buendia. That's unfortunate. He was in on goal. Slipped off his right, hitting it with the left. Oh, Bakali has seen that. He's putting Van Dijk under a lot of pressure. Bakali's won it back. And it's a goal. What a huge mistake there from Southampton. Really good hustle play though from Zakaria. Spots the short goal kick being taken, and he was in on Van Dijk like a little terrier. Let's take a look at that. Bakali saw what was going on. He was straight over onto Van Dijk. Didn't know what to do. Bakali got there, just nicked it ahead of him. And that's a very calm finish. Just slips in at the near post. Traore does really well to get there ahead of Martina. Oh, but Doughty loses possession. Luckily, still our ball. Traore into low. The experienced battler is Bakali. It's a foul, surely. Juan Mi. Buendia. Oh, that's a really poor ball. Oxford slips it through to Ulari. Back into Buendia. Oh, he's got the pace to get away from Van Dijk, and that's the first goal for Emi Buendia. What a goal that is for Emi. Absolutely made up for him. Let's take another look at that. Oxford with a nice ball slipped into Ulari. And he cuts it back with a blindsided left-footed pass into Buendia, who's got so much trickery and pace in those feet. And that's a really nice little finish across the keeper. It's a nice ball. Good awareness from Ulari. Saw Buendia making the run. He's such a tricky little player. Look at all those huge Southampton players all around him, but he's not bothered. And that's a cultured finish. Great play by Lowe, but he's just lost out. Southampton here. This is Graziano Pella with his first touch of the game. That's a good ball out to Taiwo. Pella continues into the centre. Henley just able to hold him up there. Oh, Pella. He's dangerous. We don't want to be letting him have too many shots of that type. But Traore now brings it away. Looking for the counter-attack. Here comes Bakali. Direct running here from Bakali. He's got so much speed. Juan Mi unable to catch up with him. Cuts back in. The curling shot. And that's 3-0. What a run from Bakali. He's really enjoying that new number 11 shirt. As he speeds away from Southampton. No one able to catch him up. And then when he's in the box, he's going to cut back inside. You know it's going to happen. And the curler is there. He took it up on the halfway line. Streaming away. The right back maybe at fault there. He should have been in a bit quicker. Then cutting back inside. This is exactly where you want Zakaria Bakali. He curls it into the corner. Blackburn back to winning ways here by the looks of it. Oh, Redmond and Buendia get there together. Oh, Ulari's touch lets him down, but he's away from Van Dijk, and that's 4. Great strength from Ulari. His touch was lacking, but his strength and pace was not. Buendia saw the run. It was a good ball in. Ulari's touch overhit. Van Dijk looked to have got it back, but Ulari just steamrolled it through him. And then finished with the left. Well, great half. Great half. 4 goals. What a response to that disappointing Man United game. Reece Oxford there has not had much to do. Southampton have been woeful. So, what a half that was. Away from home. Really dominating the game. Not in terms of possession, but in terms of goals. Huge. Bakali, can he get there from the ball from Doughty? No, it's over here. Doughty's due a goal soon, definitely. If we can get him in a shooting position, he's really dangerous. Buendia nicks in there. Oh, didn't quite win that back. Great ball in towards Pella. Duffy's with him, as is Traore. Traore gets a foot in, but it falls to Pella. That's unfortunate. Not quite sure what the 2 Blackburn defenders were doing there. It was a good ball in from Juan Mi into Pella. Duffy looked to have it under control. Traore was in there with a foot, and then Reece Oxford and Duffy with the simultaneous slide tackles, leaving Pella to just stroll through, and that's 4-1. Southampton, a spell of possession here. Juan Mi's been dangerous. Blackburn able to bring it away. Redmond, who's been completely anonymous so far. He turns away from Wanyama. Strong running from Redmond. Throws the dummy. Hits it. Powerful shot. Oh, good save. Redmond's not had much to do out on the wing. He prefers it in the middle. It was a good run. Reece Oxford wins it back. Second time of asking. Into Redmond. Ball into Ulari. Oh, he's put that wide. Should have done better there. It was a nicely weighted cross in from Redmond. Ulari slides it across the goal. This is better play here. Ramirez into Pella. One touch stuff here from Southampton. Juan Mi out to Martina in a lot of space. Into Gaston Ramirez. He steps away but still equal to it. Still great throw into the path of Henley. Henley still moving forward. What a pass into Ulari. Into Doughty. Oh, it's just caught out. Henley back into Buendia. Oh, he's tackled well by Ramirez. Doughty looked like he was going to get his goal there. Oh, Traore. That was poor. Duffy. It's a man-sized tackle from Duffy there. Into Bakali. Steps away from 1-2. Oh, off the defender. Redmond's not had the best of games today. I don't know how we've won this. The first 2 goals seem to be almost lucky. And then he managed to get a couple more. Steel punches into the substitute Tider. He can take it away now. On foot. And that's 4-1. Good solid win there for Blackburn. We didn't have as much possession, and actually they had a good few shots, but we were pretty clinical really. 4 out of 6 of the shots on target went in. Bakali with man of the match performance. Yeah, he played well. As did Ulari. Disappointing performance from Doughty and also Redmond, who was completely anonymous. Okay, so another win. The Blackburn train steams on. 3 points off the top. We've had our first loss, which is a shame, but we're still in Champions League, and that is the target. Nice long rest here before our second round FA Cup matchup against Chelsea. That's going to be a huge one. So, I think that's all we've got time for today. One disappointing loss, but another big win for Blackburn. Catch up with you again on Friday, and I'll see you in a bit.